It is my new 1 kilogram drum roaster from Aillio bullet. Bought it from Sweet Maria's. Let's see what it looks like. I mean, I know what it looks like, but let's see what it looks like in person. All right. I have Sir Thomas here. I think he's going to supervise what I'm doing. Aren't you, sweetie? Okay, it's about 25 pounds in total here. Okay, here we go. It comes with 10 pounds of green coffee, of which I have Brazil, some Brazil honey process, dry process, excuse me. I kind of fancy Brazilian coffee nowadays, so I had no choice, and that's what I chose. We have, I believe, a quick start guide. Aillio, that's how you pronounce it or spell it. It looks like it's just a pictorial guide here on the different parts. Looks pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I've done a lot of research on what to choose, and I've gone back and forth from different styles of roasters. I know I wanted a drum roaster. It was the decision between a fluid bed, a convection air roaster, or a flame heated convection or conduction roaster. There's also hybrids of the two. Zona Fresco was another one I was really considering. They're actually made here in Washington, a little more north part of the state. But it just didn't feel right. The reviews on this bullet, it's been out since I think maybe 2015, possibly. They've just been getting better and better and better. Some people start off with this for their coffee business, and as their coffee business grows, they use this for their sample roasting, and they usually end up getting a larger 5, 10, whatever kilogram roaster on top of that. So let's see what else we have in here. Got the coffee, got the syrup. I also ordered an extra shaft filter, which is recommended that be cleaned out every 3 to 4 roasts. I like the concept of just pulling the old one out, putting the clean one in, fresh one in, and then as I'm continuing roasting, I can go ahead and clean the used one. That way I have a fresh one already ready to go. Even though the maintenance that they require to do on here is like a matter of minutes, and that's all. So let's packing. It's well packed, I think. There we go, the plastic. And let's try to get this out of here. So it definitely doesn't look like your typical traditional coffee roaster, which inside it's the same. It's got I think it's a 305 stainless steel drum inside. It looks like a pig, okay? I was expecting something a little bit bigger. And actually, when you do look at these roasters, any roaster online, they do look bigger, or else they have smaller people showing them. What's up, sweetie? Okay, no, you're not going out. Let me take off the plastic from the cooling tray. Well, here we go. Sweet. So actually all this is just like, it's pretty lightweight. It's just a colander, really. No different than what I use for my pecan roasting. Oh yes, so this filter here, this is an extra one apparently. Inside we have the filter in here. So sweet. So we pull this one out, pop a fresh one in there, and then we go at our own leisure, we vacuum this out. So there we go. This hooks up. Well, we should probably read the directions on how it hooks up. Let's create a little room. Oh, well, first off, before we do that, let me show you the pig's butt. So let's see what the instructions say about it. Okie dokie. Okay, so here we got the picture right there. Link, link. We need to get this off. How to take it off? So this is the secret lever right here. It looks like it needs some kind of lock or something on it, but you pull that and this comes out. Okay, and inside over here, here is the filter. So after I've done several rows, I pull the dirty filter out. And I pop the new one in. I'm sure it's supposed to be seated a little bit better than that. There we go. This is all like rubberized in here, so it kind of squishes in, creates kind of a seal, which is cool. Then put it back in, and I can clean this whenever I want to. Sweet. This looks like it does come out. I'm not going to dink with that right now. There's no reason to. The rubber part. So what do we have on here? Here is where we have the fan. This is where it sucks out. There's an exhaust up over here that sucks out the shaft, goes in through the screen collector, and basically like a vacuum cleaner, right? Okay. So, and there's it doesn't mean, I don't know, I don't have a frame of reference on what to expect on the mechanics of this. I understand we have what they're for. This actually turns the drum right over here. No doubt that goes to another motor. I'm going to guess this is a pretty substantial motor in itself. That motor is actually controllable, so you can vary the speed of the drum inside. We have another fan down over here, so the heat that's generated inside circulates on through, and so you have like a little bit of convection heating as well as conduction heating. So there's no reason I need to be back in here anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and put this back on. We have a couple of, well, this actually comes off, but I'm not going to take that off. No need to. Pull this back out. So that's back in there. Nothing else to do in the pig's butt. Flip it around here. Okay. Let's see what it says right here as far as what to do. Well, let's just go ahead and start. It's not numbered. We'll go ahead and attach the door handle to the door, which That's what this is. This is actually a big chunk of steel. It's pretty heavy. A pound, 2 pounds possibly. More tape. And how do we get the door up here? Not quite sure. I think. Yes. No? That's all for that. Okay, door. Okay, probably there is a screw in here. No, there isn't. Where? Seems to me there should be a screw in here someplace. I don't see one. They get screws right in here. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, sweet. So the screw has a little Allen hole in it. So we have one of these sweet little Allen wrenches. Oop, too big. Try that one. Well, okay, so apparently this is an issue I've heard of. So this set screw, you can actually screw it all the way through the door. And you may be able to see right here. See, here's the drum right here. That's the drum. Okay, it's pretty close to the edge of the housing here. And you can see the set screw here. You can actually go all the way through, which I am pretty sure you're not supposed to do that, because that looks like when you close it down, it's already hitting that drum and the door is not closing. So we're going to back this off. There is something that I had read that there is the noise scraping coming from as the drum turns. Well, that's one of the things to check. Okay. So now everything is making sense here. Well, maybe. And I think what I'm going to do is take this out and screw it in the other way. Yeah, so yeah, so you screw it in from this side. That's what I'll do. Okay, I just followed the picture. See, the picture says this is the outside right here. This is the inside. That little set screw goes from the inside to the outside, and you have just like the picture shows. Okay, so that's flush on the back, and the weight of this handle actually keeps the door closed. Sweet. Okay, next, let's just go ahead and put the trier together. Okay, it has, oh, let me see. I don't really quite like the, oh, you know what? There's supposed to be, oh, there's supposed to be a white spacer right over here. I didn't put in. The white spacer goes on the outside. Okay. Crap, it's not a matter of not reading the directions, it's just looking at the damn pictures. Okay, not looking at them. And that spacer goes on the outside. There we go. Okay, I'm just making sure that's flush in the back so it's not hitting the drum. There we go. Did I miss anything? So now for the trier. It looks like that's the same kind of setup. And the same kind of set screw. This just appears to be an extra one. Yeah? Maybe? I don't know. I think it's just an extra one. Maybe that doesn't even go in there. It doesn't show it in the picture. I'm not going to put one in. There. You can probably hold about 5 or 6 beans in there. There you go. And this is nice. The little notch always point. There's a little notch here. That's supposed to always point down. You can actually install it up, but then as the beans rotate, you're going to collect the beans inside the trier. You don't want that. You want it. You don't want it sitting up like this. You want it sitting in like that. There you go. All right. So we have the filter in the cooling tray. We have the bean chute plug. And I'm sorry, that's just kind of, yeah, that's a big issue with people. People lose it, I guess. I don't know how. I'm just thinking, stick a little hole in here and get a little chain and wrap it around the control panel. That way, you're not going to lose it. Just a thought. Okay, you get the USB. We have 2 of these. Are they both the same? It appears to. Okay, so this product can be used with the power bank, laptop, and all other devices with the USB port. So we'll have to look at that a little bit later. Well, I just want to plug it in. I'm not quite sure why we have 2. Maybe 2 is 1 and none is 2 is 1 and 1 is none. So the USB goes. This goes right there. Okay. Now what? I don't know. Leave it there for the time being. Okay, so let's plug in the fan on this side over here. Grab this again. There, they're in there, and then screw it in. So now, let me see. Now we have the power cable. There's a plug there. Maybe it'll reach. This looks like it's about 6 feet. say do not use an extension cord with this. I don't intend to. It's not going to fit. Make some rearrangements here. Okay, so apparently there are mechanical checks, functional checks that you need to do before we start anything. One of them is checking the drum. Okay, so apparently during shipping sometimes the drum isn't aligned quite right. There's a spring in the back in the pig's butt that pushes the drum forward. Okay, the drum over here. So what it says is to first see if you can pull the drum forward. Now watch, if I'm going to push the drum back, and it's springing forward. Okay, that's what you want. You want it sprung forward. Okay, so that appears to be good. Otherwise, I have to open up the back, the pig's butt, and do some other stuff in there. Venting is another thing. It doesn't come with any kind of venting. However, the poop chute up over here, which is on the top of the pig's butt, that sort of venting would occur. So there's nothing that's going to attach to the back over here. You just kind of set something over the top. That's a DIY thing, which I accept the challenge on that. Okay, there is seasoning the drum. The drum will need to be properly seasoned with at least 3 seasoning roasts. So we need to download the manual. So I'm going to go ahead and do that so I can further see what I need to do. Okay, so I moved everything outside here. I have the roaster going. I installed all the software. This is Roast Time. It's a software that tracks the roast progress, temperature over time. So I installed that, got that all set up. It's preheating right now. It's all, I can do everything off of the computer here. I don't have to push a button up here, which is great. I have 430 grams of coffee ready to go. They suggest at least 3 roast, where you actually roast the crap out of it, to season the drum. So you want to season the drum just like you would season the cast iron skillet. It kind of smooths out the internal surface of the drum, as well as burns off any of the residual oils that that were created during the manufacturing process. So we want to get that seasoned and ready to go, and just waiting for it to heat up, and we'll go from there. You ready? Okay, so I just dumped the beans in. It told me what to do. I'm sorry I didn't get that captured on video, but we'll do it the next time around. So there it goes. I think you can see the beans tumbling around. This is how the trier works. I'm going to pull out, I'm going to rotate it, capture a few beans, pull it out, and look at that. Ain't that cute? I think what I can do is I can mark certain points of where the beans are at. Like when they start turning yellow, there's the drying phase right now. Okay, and as the beans dry, they start heating up in temperature, and then they start turning from green to a yellow. That's the point to where the browning action kind of starts happening. We're not quite there yet. That's more of a subjective observation. So it's kind of it gives you an indication of how long you're spending in the drying phase. The beans take the whole roasting process, the whole time to dry out. But you had that first initial drying part of it. So when you know when they turn to yellow, from green to yellow, then you get the browning stage that's going to start. That's the beginning of that. And you want to know that. That's where all of your sugar things happen. And I think probably it's almost going to happen pretty soon. Usually it's within the first 4 to 6 minutes that the drying phase ends and then the yellowing starts. So we're right at 4 minutes right now. And I think, I don't know, maybe about another 30 more seconds it'll be yellow here. It already smells pretty good. But the thing is, we really don't care about this anyways because we're going to throw these beans away. Right now, if I were to grind those up when they're all done and taste them, it's going to smell like stainless steel oil. Okay, so probably we're at the yellowing right now. I mean, just for shits and giggles, yeah. So that's like the yellowing. I'm going to go ahead and mark the yellowing point. Touch screen would be nice, but I'm upcycling this old laptop. It's applying heat. You can see how it's kind of being really erratic in its heat applying. It's supposed to be that way. It's like driving a car and trying to maintain your speed. Put the gas on, take it off, put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off, da-da-da-da. That's what's going on here. See, now we got some smoke shooting on out there. Let me smell it. It kind of smells like, well, it smells like popcorn. Exactly like popcorn. See, we're getting more brown. Right? This is the Maillard reaction happening. The beans are browning up. And I can actually control, if this is a real roast, and if I knew how to do it, I can control how long I spend in there. I can decrease the temperature, I can increase or decrease the drum speed, I can increase or decrease the fan that's blowing the air through here. All three of those are going to affect the overall temperature being applied to the bean. So, oh yeah, and over here, the total time so far, it's been almost 7 minutes. The bean temperature is at 144 Celsius. I have no clue what that is with Fahrenheit. It's probably like about, I don't know, 300 or something like that. My rate of rise is important. That's how many degrees per minute that the beans are increasing. Currently it's around, what, 9 degrees per minute, 9-10 degrees. So this is all automated. It's a program that's set up in the actual instrument itself. I can go through and I can manually do all this myself and then record the adjustments that I make, and then I can play back each individual roast exactly with what I did before, if that makes sense. Maybe I'll explain it better next time. We'll just go ahead and finish this all the way out. This is just a burn-in. We're going to throw these away. And that's a shame, because this is an Ethiopia bean, Sidamo Carermo. That's what I roasted yesterday. Jasmine pearls, citrus blossom, lilac lemon meringue, bergamot orange. That's the part that I really like, is the bergamot. I hate to use this to season that and throw these away. Sweet, this is my first roaster. There it is, there's one pop. I'm gonna wait till it starts going a little more frequent. Okay, I'm going to call that first crack starting right now. When I roast it using my heat gun or even on the pan, I can hear it a lot better. It made a noise. I don't know why. It's beeping at me. I don't know what that means. I downloaded the user manual. Oh. So that it had a code of A-02. That's called Dead Man Switch. Press any key on the keypad and the alarm will stop. So after 2 minutes of roasting above a bean temperature of 160 degrees centigrade and no input from the keypad was detected, it thought I walked away, and I think as a safety thing it shut off. So this is gross for me. So, but I'm supposed to be doing this. It's called seasoning. These are the beans after the first seasoning. I don't know if you can see it. These are like, you can't get them any blacker than that. Yeah. That'll be compost. Sweet compost. The worms will love it.